Hello everyone, ATR here, and welcome back to the Hearthstone Beta. So, let's do another arena run. I thoroughly enjoyed the 8-win rogue deck that came out of nowhere. So let's go ahead and purchase another one, see what we get. Another rogue, but we do have a druid and a warlock. Now, we know the warlock is the worst. We already did 2 rogues in a row, I believe, so we're probably not going to do this as much as I do like her. Probably going to be going with a druid. Let me see what anti-gravity says about the druid. Druid is ranked all the way 5th. The rogue was 3rd, and with good reason. Let's see, he says, Druid has some very versatile cards, which is great to have in Arena, and it has an extremely strong late game. Cards like Swipe, Starfall, and Wrath are great to contain early aggression, and if you manage to draft well and get the right cards to get your strong late game, then the Druid is a fearsome class to go up against. You need to get there though. If you don't get the right cards to get you through the early game, then it gets a lot harder to make a deep run in Arena. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's why I've said before that I do like the Druid, especially. I mean, one, I like its hero power. It's active like the rogues one. You can use it immediately, and it also works essentially as a heal, so you know it's both defensive and offensive, which a lot of his cards are. They have a lot of versatility. You can give your classes, or I mean not your classes, your minions, you can give defensive buffs or offensive buffs and so on. So yeah, I mean it's decently adaptable, so that's why I like it. So yeah, I think we're going to go with the Druid. I would go again with the Rogue, but yeah, I don't think we want to do 3 Rogue arenas in a row. So yeah, let's pick the Druid, see how we do with that. Let's switch over to the Druid to make sure that we know what type of cards to go for. So we know that swipes and all those kind of things are going to be what we want, but yeah. Excuse me, gotta sneeze. Sorry about that. A little bit of a chilly morning. Okay. So, incredibly for the Druid, swipe is set as always pick. Not even top. It's just set always pick. It's like regardless of what's out there, pick a swipe. So yeah, I mean, I would agree. So took me a while to find it because it's not even in the rankings. Okay, so we start off with our rares. We get Demolisher, Savagery, and Imp Master. So going back to Arena, not Arena, Trump's Arena tier list, he says that for the neutral rares, we had said that the Demolisher is a average pick, right? It's annoying, but it's unreliable. The Imp Master, however, is actually considered a excellent pick. It's essentially tier 2. The 2 top ones that are the best pick is the Aesir Drake and the Argent Commander. Those are the ones you want to have all the time. But then after that we have decent ones, excellent ones are called, and the Imp Master falls into rank number 9. He says Imp Master is a subtle kind of threat. She will come down early and start pumping out minions. They may only be 1/1s, but they add up. Imp Master is likely to be ignored because 1/1s don't appear threatening, but they do have utility in terms of buff targets, etc. Another upside is that smaller dispersed minions are better on defense because they can soak up extra attacks if your opponent overevaluates the threat they pose. So yeah, I mean that's a reason why the Imp Master is good. Savagery, I'm pretty sure is bad because it is a 1 cost, but it says deal damage equal to your hero's attack to a minion. Now, your hero power only gives you 1 attack, so essentially this is costing you 1-for-1 damage, which is really not good. And the only way you can increase that damage is with cards like the Claw, Bite, and Savage Roar. Which the Claw and Savage Roar add 2 damage, and Bite does 4. So unless you can combine those, probably the best you're looking at is 4, and you already have to spend mana before that. So it's conditionally useful, but not really that great. And if I go for anti-gravities, he's probably going to tell me it's terrible. Yeah, there it is, right at the bottom, terrible. So I think we're going to take that Imp Master just to start off with some weenies and be able to pump them out. Okay, Claw, Kobold, and Fairy Dragon. So we know that the Fairy Dragon is a very good one. It's ranked in the good pile. And yeah, I mean, it would be solid. Kobold Geomancer, not a bad choice for a Druid, but we haven't drawn any spell power just yet, so we're going to hold off on that. If we had a couple claws, then yeah, Cobalt Geomancer would be amazing. Not claws, swipes, because claw actually doesn't get affected by this. And let me see what Anti-Gravity has to say about the claw. He actually says it's great, and I would agree because it allows you to remove stuff. So, as much as I do like the Fairy Dragon, I think I'm actually going to go for the claw in this situation. That removal just works very nicely. He also, in his ranking, he says the Fairy Dragon is a good pick, and this claw is a great pick. So yeah, we're going to go with the claw. Okay. Thalmar, Earthen Ring, and Tauren. Well, it's definitely this guy. There's really no doubt about it. This is bad, this is bad, this is good. Yeah. So we're going to take some heals. Swipe. Yeah, there we go, swipe. So swipe is always pick. Okay, Goldshire Footman, Murloc Raider, and Stranglethorn Tiger. So bad, and decent. The Stranglethorn Tiger is put where? It's, where are you anyways? I can't... Oh, there it is. Above average. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a 5/5 with stealth, meaning it's probably going to do something. Okay, the Dread Corsair unfortunately doesn't work with Druids. Even though you do get one attack with your hero power, it's not a weapon, it's just attack, so it doesn't actually discount anything from the Dread Corsair, meaning that this guy is just useless. The Claw, we said it's great, and the Loot Hoarder is okay. Trump said that the Loot Hoarder is a... What is it? A good pick, right? Sorry. Still a little bit snotty here. Loot Hoarder, yeah, it's the top pick in the good pile. But I think the Claw is probably going to be better here again. So yeah, let's take the Claw. Tauren Warrior, War Golem, and Power of the Wild. Well, it's between these two. I'm pretty sure it's going to be this one because it's a very nicely versatile card. It either buffs your units with +1/+1. So if you have several things on the board, it's very nice. Or if not, it's just another 3/2 for 2, which is just a solid thing to have. So I think we're probably going to take that. Let's just take a look at what Anti-Gravity has to say. Pretty sure because I know that the War Golem, even though it's a big thread, it's just mediocre. Because it, like I said, it's not as good as the Boulderfist Ogre for the cost. So yeah, the War Golem falls into the average pile. So let's see. Anti-Gravity says that the Power of the Wild is a great pick. Yeah, the War Golem falls all the way over there to usually bad. So yeah, let's take this. Like I said, it helps us out in the late games if we have, some minions on the field for the +1/+1, or it's just a solid 3/2. Another savagery, a Bite, and a Violet Teacher. The Violet Teacher is considered by Trump to be not as good. It's just a good card. He says it has the right stats for a 4-drop, and the ability is just gravy. So, yeah, I mean, that's nice. It could work with us. Let's see what Bite ranks, though, for Anti-Gravity. He says that Bite is... Where is it, actually? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong pile. Here we go. Bite. Above average. Okay. The Violet Teacher is actually good. And considering the amount of spells we have, I mean, we have 2 claws right now, a Power of the Wild, which I'm pretty sure actually counts as a spell. And a swipe. So I think we're probably going to take that Violet Teacher. Yeah, let's take that Violet Teacher. We can pump up more weenies with these and just keep the board. Okay, Power of the Wild, Razorfen Hunter, and Silver Moon Guardian. We're probably going to take another Power of the Wild. Power of the Wild, we know it's just great. Silver Moon Guardian is bleh. He's actually, yeah, well, they're an average. And Razorfen Hunter is also just bleh. So, yeah, another Power of the Wild. Another Savagery, Questing Adventure, and Mana Wraith. Well, this is a little bit of a difficult one. We know this is terrible. Questing Adventure, Trump has some words to say about that. No, don't click on that. Stupid. There we go. The Questing Adventure is ranked as an average card. As much as he can get out of control, it's just like bleh. It says, Questing Adventure has a lot of upside. To compensate for that potential, however, you have to take on some risk with a 3-mana 2/2. Questing Adventure is a skill tester minion in that playing him on turn 3 is very often a mistake. You should think of Questing Adventure as a combo minion, because you really need to get at least 1 activation to get your mana's worth. That said, playing him and passing the turn may occasionally be correct, but it is a risky line. So yeah, I mean, essentially he's saying, even though, yes, this can get shut down with silence and all that, you want the value for your minions as far as what they come out as, even though if they don't swing. So a 2/2 for 3 is not a good value, but if you play this later on and play another card at least, it's going to be a 3/3 for 3, which is okay. It's a decent amount of stats. If you can pump it up even further, then it just starts gaining value as far as the mana cost. So we're probably going to take this guy considering what else is available. I mean, the Mana Wraith is just down there in poor choices. And Savagery we don't really like. Anti-Gravity says that the Questing Adventurer is usually bad. The Mana Wraith is also usually bad. And the Savagery is terrible. So not really great picks here, but this guy has the potential to be really good. The Mana Wraith is a little bit gimmicky. If we get it in turn 1 and we go... I mean, if we get it in an opening hand and go with second with the coin, we could coin into this and throw the momentum off of the other player because he's not going to be able to play his 2 cost next turn. But other than that, I mean, he's not going to even have much of an impact later on. So yeah, we'll take that Questing Adventure. Could work out very well. Druid of the Claw, Worgen Infiltrator, or Bloodsail Raider. This guy we know no, because, I mean, it's okay. A 2-3 for 2 is not bad, but we can't really buff it, so it's not going to help. The Worgen Infiltrator is actually a very solid arena card. It's considered by Trump an excellent pick. It's the bottom of the pile in the excellent, but a 2-1 for 1 is great, especially because this has stealth. But the Druid of the Claw, I'm pretty sure it's just going to trump all of these. Yeah, top pick all the time. So yeah, Druid of the Claw. It's just amazing. It's a 4-4 for 5, which isn't amazing, but you can pick either to have it with charge as a 4-4 or a 4-6 with taunt, which is already pretty good. So yeah, we'll take that. Mark of the Wild, Stormwind Knight, and Daladon Mage. Daladon Mage, I'm still not going to take Spell Power because we only have 1 damaging spell. We have Power of the Wilds and Claws, but that's about it. Those don't get affected. This is the only one that does, so we're going to skip that, and this, besides this one, is pretty bad anyways. Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild. Mark of the Wild. Where is it? Mark of the Wild is all the way in usually bad. It's not really that versatile. It just says give a minion +2/+2 and taunt, which is okay, but yeah, I mean, not overly impressive. Stormwind Knight comes out as an above average card. Well, I'm gonna trust in that, and we're actually gonna go with the Stormwind Knight. We don't really have much that we want to buff up with taunts anyway, so yeah. We'll take the Stormwind Knight. It's fine. It's a solid charger. It goes in and removes little guys and stays alive. Ironbark Protector, Shield Bearer, and another Mark of the Wild. So we know these 2 are bad, so this is going to be our pick. Ironbark Protector, he says that max of 2, so we're going to make sure that we don't go overboard with those. Naturalize, Magma Rager, and Silverbark Patriarch. I do like this in Constructed, but here it's probably not going to be good because you're giving your opponent cards. This is bad, and this is bad. So, ooh, this is actually a pretty tough choice. We're getting bad, bad, and bad. So Magma Rager, definitely no. I know that that's not going to be a pick. Even with something like the Mark of the Wild, if I had gotten it before, it would only be a 3 health creature, which is still pretty bad. I'm just looking for him. Magma Rager is terrible, Silverback Patriarch is terrible, and Naturalize is usually bad. Well, I guess we're actually going to have to take that Naturalize. I mean, it's nice. It'll help us get rid of something really big. It's an incredible threat that we can't deal with. But we have to be careful with that because of the card draw for him. So, yeah. We'll take that one, Naturalize. Soul of the Forest, Goldshire Footman, and Naturalize. So we're probably going to take this. Soul of the Forest is a max of 1. Okay, so we'll just take this one. Scarlet Crusader, Worgen Infiltrator, and Mark of Nature. Mark of Nature is actually considered a average card. It is a little bit more versatile than Mark of the Wild, so that's why it's ranked a little bit higher. It essentially, you can either give +4 attack to a minion, or +4 health and taunt, which is, you know, it's solid. However, the Scarlet Crusader and Worgen Infiltrator, I'm pretty sure they're better than this. Scarlet Crusader ranks as a good pick, and the Worgen Infiltrator is also a good pick. How does our curve look? Let's see. In 1s, we only have Naturalizes and Claws. I think I might want a early drop if I can get one. 3 drops, we have our Imp Master and our Questing Adventurer, or the Ring Farseer. So far at this point, I think I'll take that Worgen Infiltrator. Buff up that early game if I can. Another swipe. There we go. Moonfire, Healing Touch, and Druid of the Claw. Healing Touch is terrible, at least in arenas. Moonfire is not even mentioned here. What the hell? Where is it? Moonfire? Moonfire? I think it's so bad that they don't even want you to even look at it. Let me see here. Moon. Oh, there it is. Never pick. Oh, never mind. There was an entire other section that I couldn't even see in the list. So yeah, never pick Moonfire. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I was pretty sure of that. So yeah, Druid of the Claw. We know that the one's amazing. It's a top pick, so let's take that. The more Druids of the Claw you have, the better. Another Claw, Power of the Wild, and a Healing Touch. So we know this is no, but these two, let's see, which one actually ranks higher? Well, they actually rank in the same range. How are we looking? We have 2 Claws and 2 Powers of the Wild. Well, our 2 is a little bit lower, so we'll take another Power of the Wild. So this way, if I get one early on, I can simply just put out a 3-2 a little bit more comfortably, knowing that I have still 2 more others in the deck that I could use to buff my units. So yeah, we'll take that. Master Swordsmith, Injured Blade Master, and Cold Light Seer. So this is going to be the guy. I know that already, but let's take a look at what Trump has to say about it. So Cold Light Seer is just a Murloc that you don't want because it's a Murloc that you don't want. He says, Cold Light Seer will not have enough Murlocs to buff in your arena deck, and a 3 mana 2/3 fails the vanilla test. His body isn't the worst, so he ranks above some of the other minions to come, but he is certainly not exciting. So, yeah, I mean, there's worse picks than that, but it's still a bad one. Master Swordsmith is, I believe, just in the poor, yeah, the poor section. He says, Master Swordsmith is a win more card. If your 1/3 is sticking around for more than a turn, you must be in a good spot regardless. With another minion out, he isn't awful, as it is effectively giving 2/3 worth of value. However, Master Swordsmith gets very sad and lonely when there are no other minions to buff. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what it's saying. I mean, basically, if this card comes out and it can stay alive and buff other minions, you were probably already winning to start with. So it just keeps you further ahead, which isn't a bad thing, but it isn't, you know, very useful on its own. And the Injured Blade Master, we said that it was just a solid card. It's actually a where is it? Where is it actually? Oh, here it is. A good pick. And we said that, yeah, because essentially a 4/3 for 3 is not bad. It's pretty good. And you can buff it up with things like the Earthen Ring Farseer, which we already have, and make it a 4/6. So, yeah, we'll take that. It has potential. Gnomish Inventor, Stranglethorn Tiger, and Jungle Panther. I'm thinking probably this guy, but let's see what the ranking says on these. So, Trump says that the Gnomish Inventor is a good pick, because it, no, actually, it's an excellent pick. Yeah, it's an excellent pick because even though it's not impressive, it, you know, gets you the card, which is nice and all that. Let me actually read that just so we can actually see, because we, I don't think we actually picked a Gnomish Inventor since we've started using the guides, so let's take a look. He says, Gnomish Inventor is an interesting case because a 4 mana 2/4 is unexciting, but the words draw a card are all any TCG player wants to see. The trade-off that is made when casting a Gnomish Inventor is that of tempo for card advantage. The relatively small size of this minion will often put you behind on the board, but the ability favors you moving into the late game. Gnomish Inventor ultimately ranks highly because, despite its poor score in the vanilla test, 2 attack will often kill something when it's on the board. It will often kill a lingering minion if played on turn 4, and later in the game, there is a higher chance that you can play the card you drew with your leftover mana. So yeah, I mean, it's just a solid pick. He has the Stranglethorn Tiger in the good pile, and the Jungle Panther is a little bit lower down. Well, not a little bit, actually, even further down. Where is he? Jungle Panther. That's actually in the next deck in average because it has low health. But yeah, we'll take that Gnomish Inventor for some card draw. We don't actually have any card draw just yet. We can give our opponent cards, but that is about it. Yeah, so let's take that card draw just to have some. Healing Touch, Soul of the Forest, and this. So we already have one of these. He says that only one of these is needed, so we'll skip that. Healing Touch says it's terrible, and Flesh Eating Ghoul, we know that it's just a average little minion there, above average considered, and it actually works kind of okay with what we got because we have the potential of summoning several 1/1 weenies, so we could potentially buff this guy up, but it's highly unlikely that we'll be able to do that to any, you know, amazing degree, so we'll just do that. Angry Chicken and Mana Addict, those two are terrible, and we know Starfall is amazing, so we're going to take that Starfall, but let's take a look at what they say about these. Angry Chicken. Let's go all the way down. Here we go. Angry Chicken is the last of the pile, the bottom of the barrel. Never take it, but it says Angry Chicken. It's not going to work. In all seriousness, though, Angry Chicken combined with some buffs such as Blessing of Kings could provide an average result. But setting up that combo for just an average result is just plain too much work. So yeah, I mean, there are situations where you can get it to work, but yeah, it's no. And Mana Addict, we had already said that if it didn't have the this turn text, it would be great. Otherwise, it's just not. And Starfall, Anti-Gravity says that Starfall is a top pick. So yeah, I would agree. It's 5 damage for 5, or you can sweep for 2. So yeah, more sweepers are nice. Priestess of Elune, Mark of Nature, and Mark of the Wild. Well, we're probably going to be taking... as much as I want some healing from the Priestess of Elune, I don't. Mark of the Wild is also there with her, so probably the Mark of Nature is the best of this pick. The plus 4 health and taunt is actually pretty nice. I like that, so we'll take that. Another swipe, yeah. Dragonling Mechanic, probably going to be the pick here. Dragonling Mechanic falls as an average pick, but yeah. We'll take that guy. Ooh, Voodoo Doctor, Venture Co, and Soul of the Forest. We don't want another one of this. Voodoo Doctor is terrible, and Venture Co Mercenary is just a great pick, so we'll get ourselves a heavy hitter. Last 3 cards, Youthful Brewmaster, South Sea Deckhand, and Nightblade. Bad, bad, good. There you go. And, ooh, another Iron Bark. Loot Hoarder and a Dragonling. Let's take that Iron Bark just to have those 2. We said that we wanted a max of 2, and we have 2, so we're good. And last, we get another Imp Master, an Arcane Golem, and a Starfall. Arcane Golem, we know we don't want. Arcane Golem is too risky, and there's better choices here. The Imp Master, we know that that one is good, but we are getting a Starfall, which is just a top pick, so yeah, we'll take the Starfall. So very nice, actually, I like this. We have a lot of sweeping, so essentially we have a little bit of a control-ish deck. We have 2 claws to get rid of lower threat guys. We have 3 swipes, which is just amazing. 4 damage is amazing to get rid of big stuff, and the 1 damage extra to sweep is nice. 2 Starfalls for 2 damage sweeping is also very nice. And 2 Druids of the Claw, 2 Iron Barks. That's just a lot of taunt that we can put out there. So yeah, I'm feeling good with this deck. It feels nice. The curve is up on the 4s, which is nice considering the last time we only had 1/4. Soul of the Forest isn't going to be that useful. I was taking 1 because it would work very well with Force of Nature if we had a Soul of the Forest, but we didn't get one. And yeah, a lot of little guys. We didn't really get the impressive force like the Yetis and such, but we have a couple there that that'll fill the slots, and then we can try to go into the late game. So yeah, it actually turns out that he was right. The late game is what you want in the Druids. Let's jump right in there. Less talking, more talking. More playing cards and smacking things. So we have to be careful with how much stuff we're smacking, but we do have the ability to gain 1 armor every turn, if possible, so we're good there in that sense. We got an Earthen Ring of Farce here, which we can heal ourselves with, but we can also combine it with the Injured Blade Master, which is a nice combo. So yeah, we're okay. Uther Lightbringer, Paladin. We're going up against Cobra, T-Cobra. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it this. Power of the Wild, turn 2, summon a 3/2. That's fine. We can probably go this turn 3 and this turn 4 if it'll allow us.
My greetings.
Go ahead and pump that. If it just pumps out something that we can kill, we'll probably just use the hero power, but more than likely he's going to put out a 3/2. Nope. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the advantage on. We have Worgen Infiltrator, which we're a little bit too late to cast. So yeah, we said that we're not going to hold this guy back, so we're going to summon the 3/2 Panther to have a creature on the field. There we go. So that should give us the opportunity to put out a Injured Blade Master. However, this is a tough spot. I injured Blade Master and kill that with the 3-2, or do I just bop it myself? I think I'll bop it myself. Put out a Worgen Infiltrator and hit him for 3. We don't need to necessarily come out with this guy swinging right away, so... Next turn, we can drop that and Hero Power once again. And probably deal with anything he brings out, and then the turn after that, we can Earthen Ring Farseer it. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is okay.
Let me think.
Yeah, I'll let you think. Okay, so he's gonna coin into a 4. That's gonna be what, a Senjin? No, Consecrate. Okay, so he spends the Consecrate here, which is actually pretty good for me. I do lose my my 1 creature, but it's fine. So we are going to... I think I actually put out a Violet Teacher. That might be good. Maybe I'm holding this guy too far, but... Yeah, Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
Okay. That guy gives me the option to summon things later on, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Next turn I can actually do a Injured Blade Master Power of the Wild combo. Let's see if that works. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to do that. We can't get rid of that just yet, but we can get rid of it next turn. So let's see if that works out. So I'm gonna go Injured Blade Master into Power of the Wild. +1/+1.
I'm ready to learn.
And we skip the turn because he'll be able to deal enough damage to anything because we can't kill him. I do like that the thing over here summoned the minion before it got the buff, so that actually went even higher in value. Okay. We're still not in the clear yet, but let's see what happens. So spell breaks that so that it cannot keep on summoning guys. Not a bad choice for him. And he smacks that. Okay. Well, that actually puts me in a better spot because that means I can kill this with that. I can kill that with this directly and summon other things. Well, not summon other things, but we're going to kill that. We are going to 3, 4, 5, 6. That's actually excellent. So we do this, we do that, we get rid of that. And then we are then Farseer this guy up to 7 health. And there we go. We got a 5/7 on the field. That's a big threat. Very nice. Sad that he silenced my Violet Teacher, but it's still on the field. 3/2. Not a shabby thing to have. A 3/2 is always nice. Okay. We are very low in cards now, so we have to be careful. I'm probably going to solo the forest.
Is my shield.
I'm definitely going to solo the forest. Or do we naturalize that? We could naturalize that. Let's see, if I solo the forest, I do have to sacrifice both of these guys just to get through it and take a hit myself. 4, 5, 6, which is kind of okay-ish. It's a very risky maneuver. I can naturalize that to get rid of it and swing at him and get more guys on the field. I could also just solo the forest, all of these guys, but I think I want to have more guys on the field, potentially. I'm going to take a risk. 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. We're giving him way too many cards, so he's completely ahead of us, but we might be able to win this if he doesn't have anything to stop us right here. Solo the Forest will allow us to keep a lot of guys alive. A Consecrate here is going to kill only 2 guys, which is sad for me, but potentially fine. And he is up to 8 cards now with R1, so yeah. Playing from behind here, but we got him at 15, and we can do how much damage right now? We can do 15? Oh, we can actually kill him next turn if he doesn't stop us here. So that's, yeah. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. Yeah, okay. So he's got to stop us. Consecrate would be an ideal thing. Another taunt would be annoying, but gotta have something. I mean, I doubt that he's not gonna have anything. So out comes the Priestess of Elune. Okay, keeps him alive. Okay, so that's a nice move for him. We are going to... Yeah, we're gonna pump out everything and do that, so... Out comes this. That was a stupid move. Ah, shit. Oh, there you go. Okay, so at the very least we won. But yeah, that was a mistake. I miscounted there. I was like, oh, well, I can just cast both of them. I only had 8 mana. Stupid. Well, very lucky there for me. But yay, we won the first game. Let's keep on going. Only at 31 minutes so far, so yeah, we got a lot of time. I am enjoying being able to play a little bit longer per session, so yeah, I'll keep this 45-ish minute length. It's nice, and yeah, I mean, we're getting high up there in the gold now, so it's also nice that the episodes come out a little bit more in a shorter time span rather than taking like the entire week for just one game. Swipe in the hand? Yeah, we'll keep a swipe in the hand. Questing Adventurer. I'm thinking that I can turn 2 Questing Adventurer into turn 3 Imp Master and try to get that guy a little bit out of control. I'm actually gonna... Nah, I'm gonna send this guy back, just in case. That's okay.
My greetings.
Okay, so we're gonna pass. And he comes out with the Blue Guild Warrior, so that throws a wrench in everything. I'm gonna have to kill him and take an additional damage. Heal 1 up, take down 2. Who's got any follow-up? Yeah, I wasn't gonna play the Questing Adventure because it comes out as a 2/2. Again, I'm not going to play the Questing Adventure because it dies to that. I think in this situation, we burn our swipe here. There you go. Turn 4, we can Hero Power and drop a 3/2.
I'll put it on your tab.
Okay. Got another swipe.
Job done.
I do have 3 swipes in the hand, so I'm not too timid to just be burning them.
Join or die, or both.
I smell blood.
Okay. So here we can just simply put out a taunt, or we can... Let's see, if this guy comes out as a 2, we buff up to a 3 and then 4, and this guy just kills it, so no. If this comes up like that, no. If this comes up as a 3/2, it makes it a 3/6, so it doesn't even add up to this. This is a 4/6. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to give him some cards here, but actually, we don't even need to give him some cards.
Where shall I strike?
We want to keep a 2-1 on the field, keep a 2-1 on the field. We got more cards than you still, so I feel okay with doing all that.
X marks the spot.
Okay, so injured Blade Master. This thing can come out. Both of these would have to sacrifice to kill them. To kill that, this can become 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 6. We can give it taunt and make it a 7, 3 taunt. Is there any way he can get rid of it? Well,
Give me a quest.
there you go. Okay, you can get rid of that, but doesn't matter much to me. And let's see here. Three.
What to do?
We can't get through that, so we can go 3, 6, There we go. Maybe playing this wrong, but trying best I can. Lightning Storm shouldn't be able to kill both of them. Ah! Killed both. Well, one of them at least. God, you're annoying. There you go. Deal with the big ass guy. Tired of you. Oh my god. He is so annoying. You're so annoying. Okay, so he burns all his cards. He's trying to, well, burn me down. We can pump this and pump that. He's gonna beat us down here because we spent everything we had. So yeah, that's GG. We can reduce damage by 4. And he would still be able to do 2, 4, yeah, 7. Yeah, there's no way for me to win this one. Damn.
I concede.
Okay, well that went pretty badly. He managed to beat us down very quickly, regardless of what we put out there, which is annoying. I don't know exactly what I did wrong there, but, well, you can tell me. Let's just keep on going. I don't know, maybe too greedy play? I don't know, but maybe I shouldn't have spent the swipes so early on and just let him have some stuff on the field, but he still kept on pumping stuff out there. Maybe he couldn't have if I had put stuff on the field. I don't know. I don't know.
I must protect.
Mark of Nature, Claw, and Druid. So we're going to send these 2 back. We're just going to keep the Claw in case we need to remove something early on. We get back another Druid of the Claw and Stormwind Knight. Okay. Okay.
My greeting.
So turn 2, unless he brings out something that I need to kill, we could probably Power of the Wild. It's gonna coin into a 2-cost. So we're probably gonna use the claw to get rid of it. Yeah, definitely gonna use the claw to get rid of that. Yeah.
For the wilds. Job done.
Turn 3, we can still do Power of the Wild and get a 3/2 on the field ourselves. All depends on what he does. Well, he passes the turn, so yeah, that's gonna have to be it. 3/2 on the field. Next turn, we can either swipe or Stormwind Knight. Stormwind Knight for 2 to pop stuff. That comes out and just kills our guy, which is fine. We're still gonna just... Stormwind Knight is fine. Yeah, we have an impact on the field as soon as it comes out. Fine.
For honor.
This thing would just sit there and probably get Shadow Worded. Which is okay, but yeah, might as well have something that has an impact. We have 2 Druids of the Claw on the field. He is hovering his card, debating whether to Shadow Word my guy or not. No, Fairy Dragon. Okay, it's actually pretty good for us. Fairy Dragon dies and stays alive. So this turn we can actually not use the Druid of the Claw and just simply put out a Flesh-Eating Pool, kill that, back up for 1. There we go. 3/3 and a 2/2. Not the most impressive set, but still works. We also got a swipe, so if he brings out something to try to stop us here, we can swipe out of it. Yeah, we're gonna swipe at that.
Ready, sir.
And we actually can get rid of both of those and buff this guy up even further. So let's shots. And we now hit it for 5. So that ghoul now getting decent value out of it. Very nice value. We got a 5 swing in with it, so if he draws a Shadow Word Pain onto it, then that's actually pretty good for us. Next turn, I think I might... Well, it depends on what he does, but I think I might solo the forest just to be able to keep stuff on the field. It's only 2 2s, but you know, it's better than nothing. Sunwalker comes out. That's nasty. Get rid of the Sunwalker though. Yeah, we can't. We're gonna take a hit ourselves, but we're gonna get rid of that Sunwalker.
For the wild.
6 damage now. Very nice. Got him low. Got him low, but we're still not home free. Next turn, we can Gnomish Inventor and Solo the Forest if we wanted to maximize the amount of effect Solo the Forest might have. Mass Dispel comes out. That's sad, but that's okay. Thought Steal comes out. He's not going to be able to do anything that turn, so I think we're actually going to do both of these because these guys can now stay alive. Although we could maximize it with this, but I think we're running out of time with these guys. So let's go ahead and just Gnomish Inventor to get a card. And no, in case he does get a okay. Never mind. Okay, so well, at least we got a very stompy win here, and we feel a little bit better, and we are just 1 minute and under that 45-minute mark, so we're gonna keep on going. It's gonna be a longer episode, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, guys. So yeah, Druid's doing okay. The money swipe, I think, was the turning point. Swiping, kill that, bopping the other guy, and just getting that ghoul out of control. And I think he didn't like the things that he stole from my deck, so yeah. A Ironbark Protector could have been very difficult. Sorry. Okay, so we get Mage.
Versus Jane.
Mage is difficult.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
I feel like maybe the Earthen Ring Farseer isn't the best choice here. Okay, that's fine. Turn 2, getting that 3/2 out is probably going to be the bet.
My greeting.
And if the Stormwind Knight isn't necessary, we can just Gnomish Inventor instead. So he is probably going to pass, yeah. So we are going to summon a 3/2 Panther. Get ourselves something on the board, force him to react to that, and let's see what he does. We have no play next turn aside from, you know, obviously. 3/2 comes out. That is actually quite nasty. But we can clear the board, and I think we probably should. He did spend his coin doing that, so let's go ahead and kill that. Kill that. There we go. We got 3 options this turn. Swipe, Stormwind Knight, and Gnomish Inventor, so let's see what he does. He brings out probably a 3-drop. Organ Infiltrator. Okay, so I think in this situation we swipe that piece of poop out of the face because we don't want him enraging it because he can enrage it next turn. I mean, if I Stormwind Knight, it doesn't kill it. This just stays alive and dies against it if he wants to trade afterwards. So yeah, I think I have to spend my swipe here. Not particularly the best use of a swipe, but you know, it works. A little bit of damage to him, clears his board. It brings out a 5 health creature, or 4 health, that's fine. Starfire here is an excellent choice. Another swipe. I think I'll hold on to the swipe. Swipes are a little bit more useful. Let's go ahead and just pop this for 5. Go. Now let him have creatures on the board. Next turn I'm probably going to go Ventricle Mercenary. Probably. Not necessarily, but probably. And he brings out his Ancient Brewmaster. Damn it, man, stop making me spend my swipes and things on your creatures. He can kill this just like trading directly. Ugh, this is annoying.
For the wild.
I don't like doing that because I'm running out of removal. How about you put a weenie there that I can kill with my Stormwind Knight and finally regain board control? So we have 7 next turn. Depending on what he does, we could drop the Injured Blade Master and the Ventricle Mercenary. Give him 2 big targets to shoot at. Never mind, because that's actually 8. Okay. There we go. Finally an opportunity to do something other than just clear board and leave it empty. This stays alive, so 4, 5, 6. We don't have another option, so we're gonna go ahead and bop that and Stormwind Knight and bop it and leave a 2 creature on the field. Finally, we start regaining board control, which is the nice thing about the Stormwind Knight. Usually, like I said, it trades very well. Mountain Giant comes out. Mountain Giant gonna be leaving. But it's still a big threat. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So we drop our Ventricle Mercenary. We attack. Decent enough threat that I want it off the field. He gets a lot of cards, so he's now at 8 cards. Has a massive card advantage on me. But yeah, I mean, that gives me board control and a big threat on the field that he has to deal with. So yeah. Yeah. I like that. You like that? Yeah. Okay, so next turn, probably a Gnomish Inventor. He's gonna polymorph that. If he polymorphs that, I'm fine because I have an Ironbark Protector that I would like to. No, Fireballs. Okay. Still works. Spend 4 mana to get rid of that, and Elven Archer and whatever's left in his hand to deal with that. Well, not in his hand, you know, the mana to do that. We can bop that, and we have 7, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that works. So let's go ahead and draw a card, see what we draw into. Druid of the Claw, that's nice. I think I might put, no, you know, let's go with this way. Yeah, let's go with this guy, and kill the creature on the field. There we So again, we have 2 creatures on the field that he has to deal with. He has a lot of cards to deal with him though, so. It is the bad thing about natural ice. It's not great, but, well, we didn't have a better choice at that point, and it works, you know, does stuff. Buffs it up to a 3. Not gonna be enough, so sorry about that. We are going to have to sacrifice some of our guys here, but I believe that's fine. Let's see, if we... Yeah, we're gonna have to sacrifice our Blade Master. We could pop here, do that. No, it still doesn't work. No, we actually don't have to sacrifice our Blade Master because we can deal 3 damage to this and sacrifice this instead. Yeah. So let's go ahead and swipe that. 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Stays with the 4-3 on the field. What's better? I think probably doing this way. Yeah. Solo the forest, spend that. Keep us with board control. We do lose our strongest minion, but I think that was an okay move because that Gnomish Inventor is still going to become a 2-2 if it comes back. And we have other stuff on the hand that can deal with big threats. We got a Ironbark Protector. We got a Druid of the Claw. It's sad that I lost my my guy, but it's fine.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
Silver Moon shall not fall. Okay, so Mark of the Wild, Mark of Nature, Mark of everything. We could buff this guy up with Charge and then give it +4 health and taunt, making it a 4-8. And kill that, leaving it as a 4-4 taunt still. Or we can just sacrifice that, kill this. Might even just put... No, we put this guy as a taunt. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we do this, buff this up, sacrifice this. We got 2/2s on the field. We go like this. And we have threats on the field. Okay. Okay. I'm feeling okay-ish with that. Not completely satisfied, but okay-ish. He still has a lot of cards though, so... So that hits that, stays alive. He comes out with Flame Strike, wipes the board. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, but the Flame Strike would have wiped the board regardless. And he's going to hit us directly for 1. Okay. So again, we're behind right now. Very far behind. Earthen Ring of Farseer helps. Not entirely, but helps. Okay. So, just attack at him. Put out the Ironbark Protector. And hope that he doesn't have a polymorph. If he doesn't have a polymorph, we are okay. If he does, then we're not. He's got a lot of cards in his hand. He's gonna Abomination. Okay. And... So he's not gonna attack. Okay, that might be good for me. So let's see, if I attack that, I take 4 damage. This comes down to 3. It pops, deals 2 damage, brings it down to 1, and I can heal it up to 4. Kill that. Okay, so yeah. it's now a 4-8, which isn't as impressive, but it's still a decent taunt that he has to deal with still. And we have a lot of things on the board. However, if he has another Flame Strike, then we're dead.
Drink with
Brewmaster comes out with nothing on the field. Okay. And the Flame Strike. Okay. Well, there. This would have been better. Make it another 8-8, but that's fine. So Stranglethorn Tiger comes out. Stranglethorn Tiger can deal 9 damage to him, meaning I can kill him in 2 turns, but probably not going to be able to. Still got 12 cards in the hand. What else do I have in the hand that can help me here? Gurubashi Berserker comes out. Gurubashi Berserker and Defender of Argus. Okay, well that's a bad spot. Very bad spot. Very, very, very bad spot. Okay, so Violet Teacher can help me start putting stuff out there. This can be a 9. We can kill that. And that's about it. That's that.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn.
So that 2-3 kills our Tiger. And the 4-3 can trade with our Violet Teacher. 1-1 dies to this Fire Blast. Another Flame Strike, son of a bitch. Yeah, we're dead. But that is a problem with mages. They have Flame Strikes. I have swipes, they have Flame Strikes. So he has 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, nothing really much that we can do here. Not gonna kill us in this turn unless he has like a Pyroblast in his hand. Or maybe a Fireball. 4, 5, 6, 7. No, he would need a
I
Pyro.
hear you got a problem.
Okay, we're able to hold Assassin comes out, making sure that he can kill us next turn. He's gonna attack us. Because we can't get through his taunt anymore. I don't know why he would just attack that, but okay. Thankfully we do get an Ironbark Protector. Can't get through that. Probably shouldn't, but I'm doing it anyways. We're down to 5. Do we die? If he has a Fireball, we die.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you would have still been able to get through it anyways, so it doesn't matter. He sacrifices his assassin. Yeah. He would just have to sacrifice his assassin and his other guy, or a Fire Blast, and goes through anyway. Okay, so that's gonna be it. Druid not doing as well as a rogue. Not as good as I would like. Hey, we almost got that. So we're 2-2 with the Druid, so this might be a very short run, but we shall see. For now, we're gonna end it here, and yeah. See you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.